Okay, guys, so I'm
Hey guys, it's Chris, and I am reacting to the video that Amber put out yesterday. The one titled, Someone Took a Photo of Me in Public, Weigh In, and My Friends Are Coming to Visit. Okay, let's see. I don't want to waste too much time. I want to get into it. I just want to say thank you to all the new subs that have been coming to the channel. It's really great to have you. I hope you like the content. And returning viewers, you guys know I love yins and appreciate yins all. And we're just kind of going through a hard time right now. There's an illness with a very close family member of mine, and we don't know if she's going to make it. So I'm just trying to stay busy, keep my mind occupied. So I want to just try to get a few videos made today or started, and just keep myself busy. I have a nice hot cup of coffee here, not tea today, guys, coffee, and some fat girl fodder in front of me. In other words, in the form of a Cadbury Dairy Milk Carmelo, which I haven't had the dairy milk one, so I wanted to try it. I said, who better to eat this while we're watching her at Amber. She is sped up for time. I will link her full video down below, and I will probably skip through anything that may be irrelevant, that's not related to kind of health, diet, weight, stuff like that. So let's get into it.
okay, guys, so I'm mid makeup. I'm telling you right now, every time I do my
No, hello, Amber. Hello to you too.
eyeliner and I get to this point where it's only the outline, I always want to leave it and then finish it up, like do my mascara.
Now, I'm not trying to be mean. I wish I had $1 for every time I said that. But this is a good picture of Amber without makeup, close up. There's probably still filters, but they're not filtering as much with without all the makeup and stuff, and you can see how kind of rough she looks. She looks not well.
Put on my lipstick, finish up everything else and see like how it looks as a whole, because I don't know, it's like kind of cute. So a random show that I have been really enjoying lately.
There you go. See right there. More filters, stuff like that. Sorry, guys. If you want to hear what show she's talking about, you can go to her video. I don't really
The
want to watch
floor, cheesy. I'm sure you're seeing this and you're thinking,
I also don't care about her wax melt collection. I make wax melts and candles and artisan soaps to sell for my shop. I have to make them to restock them this year. And guys, I know people say about, oh, these are so bad for her pets. They're so bad. They're not. They're not that bad, guys. They're really not that bad. Certain essential oils are unsafe for animals as far as topical use, if you're putting it on your animals, particularly cats, because cats lick to groom. I actually know somebody who one of her top selling products is an essential oil flea and tick repellent soap for dogs. So you have to be very mindful of which ones to use, which ones not to use, the proper doses. And I wouldn't use any for cats at all. But as far as just these things you burn, they're not that bad. Especially, I mean, if you were in like a tiny box burning them like crazy, but they're not that bad for your pets in general, or they would not be able to be sold.
thinking, wow, that's a lot, but this is nothing compared to what I had before I moved here. But a lot of these have just like a few in there, so it's those. Hey guys, so
Oh God. Okay, so here we're getting a weigh-in. What I'm waiting for, and she's still showing the ceiling, doing the jump cuts, and not doing what everybody has said she needs to do in order for us to believe her weigh-ins, which we really don't.
and these are the ones that aren't opened at all. Okay, guys, so it is January 25th. I have not done a weigh-in since I last did one for you guys.
That's so funny because she said, I'm going to do 366 weigh-ins. I'm going to weigh in every day, all year. She quits by what, the 19th day, 20th day? She needs to give herself goals that she can actually stick to. Like start with like a 15-day goal, then a 30-day goal. I'm currently doing 100 days of weigh-ins. Started January 1st in honor of our girl here. And even with this family emergency and stuff, we're going strong. I make a little short every morning. I record it in a logbook with some other metrics. Takes me 2 minutes. There's no reason she can't be giving us a weigh-in. And like, you can't see my whole body, but I point my camera at the scale, my phone. You see me step on the scale, watch the scale read out, and there it is. You see that the scale's not touching anything. Very cut and dry. She could do something like this.
And I remember I was 513.8 after...
Which is mind-boggling, because at that point she'd supposedly gained 4 pounds. In a couple days being over 500 pounds. That's so much freaking food you need to eat. She has to be eating so much to maintain this weight.
Being depressed and not being back on track. I remember it was 5:30.
Amber, to be off track and get back on track, you had to have been on track. I don't have the mind or the time for Amber's bowl crap today, guys. So I am sorry, but she wasn't on track.
13.8 because I went through a depression and I realized that I eat really bad when I'm depressed.
You eat really bad all the time, Amber. And fact of the matter is you just eat too much. You eat too much too often. And everyone's been telling you for years that your food choices are garbage. And your mental health isn't getting any better because when you go to a therapist or a doctor, one, you don't do what they say. And two, you're not honest with them. Because I believe even at a therapist, she can't come out and just be totally honest about how she is, how she thinks, what she does. Because you can fool a therapist and stuff that way if you put up this act like you're this poor innocent victim. And then she can't get proper diagnosis. They end up telling her what she wants to hear. And so she doesn't get proper diagnosis and she doesn't get proper treatment plans and she doesn't follow through with anything anyway. So it's almost a waste of yes, she needs therapy, but it's a waste of a resource of a doctor for Amber to go in because no matter who she sees for what, she's not going to do what they say. She's going to spin it so that everything is never her fault. Ugh, I hate to really feel that somebody is truly hopeless, but Amber is truly hopeless, I believe. I fear, and I hope I'm wrong, but I really don't think I am. And I know a lot of you feel the same way.
It's like, stop caring. So ever since that has happened, I haven't been able to find my footing. So I need to find my footing.
Watch out, you'll end up with another dangling ankle.
And get back on track. So the first step to doing that is stepping on the scale.
Hello. It's ready.
All right, stepping on.
510.4 pounds.
510.4. I was expecting it to be a little...
I don't believe that. I'm sorry. Now, I always gave Amber the slightest bit of grace with her weight. I always thought that she was never quite as big as some people said she was, 700 or so pounds. But I did think she did hit 600. And I thought she got down. But if you haven't watched, I made a video recently comparing Amber to a very similar shaped and height woman from my 600 pound life with a confirmed weight of 693 pounds. And Amber looks that woman's size or much bigger. And I don't think so. I really feel like Amber may have actually at some point hit 700 pounds. And to me, she's definitely smaller. She's not 200 pounds smaller. So I don't know how or why she's doing this. I think she just cannot admit that she hit that 600 pound mark ever because she sees herself as so different and beyond better than anybody on my 600 pound life. She doesn't eat them. You know, and you hear her, she always says, I'm nothing like those people. I'm not anything like them. I don't eat that much. And if she admitted that there was a 6 in front of her weight, she knows that people are going to assume that she acts, eats, and lives and looks like them. And she does. But I think she just cannot admit it. Her pride will not let her. So I think that's why she's still trying to fudge these numbers as much as she is. I think she's still up probably around, we'll be nice, we'll give her credit, not say, I'll put a 5 after it. But I think if she is claiming it is 5'10", I think she's probably about 40 pounds heavier than that, give or take. I think she's closer to maybe 540, 550. So let me know what you guys think in the comments.
worse than that, but I've actually lost 3.8 pounds. So it just goes to show that, like,
So you took a poop, because I hate to be the gross guy here, but with as much as Amber is eating, and I know she doesn't admit how much she eats, with as much eating as she's doing, I know she loves to act like this dainty princess, this dainty queen, but there's nothing dainty about Holstein-sized poops. And yes, she is pooping poops is the size of big old cow patties. I guarantee it, because what comes in, most of it must come out. So she very easily could lose 3 pounds pooping in a day. That's a fluctuation for her. That's a fluctuation for me. I can fluctuate depending on how much food is physically in my system, if I'm retaining water, if it's a time of the month. My weight can fluctuate between 1 to like 5 pounds overnight, and that can be fairly normal. I have severe PCOS and insulin resistance and stuff too. But so if that's normal on somebody like me who's currently at 189, that's absolutely a small fluctuation for Amber, 3 pounds. So she acts like she's doing something here. She's not. She's still eating probably around 4,000 calories a day, which is absolutely just greedy and gluttonous.
Out of that, like, depression, I have not been eating as bad as I was. So that makes me happy.
And that's really scary, because I believe she truly believes it. She might actually believe when she says, I haven't been eating as bad as I was. Amber knows F all about actual nutrition, weight loss, calorie counting properly. She doesn't care what she eats. She truly is of the mindset that she doesn't want to give up the food she loves and the junk. She's truly of the mindset that I can still eat the bad stuff. I just have to eat less of it. It doesn't matter. I don't have to eat healthy. I can still eat whatever I want. I just have to eat less. But the fact is it does matter where your calories come from, the nutrient value of your foods, the filling factor of your foods, the chemicals and all of her processed crap mess up your hunger and satiety cues and hormones and stuff like that. What she eats wreaks utter havoc on her body, and her body is the proof of that. But she still thinks that the only thing that matters in food is the calorie count, and that's very much not the case.
Y'all, I genuinely do not know what this vlog is.
And why does she, like, I'm not trying to be mean, Amber, but nobody finds you sexy sitting here in a bra. I mean, maybe you do. She's had bona fide chubby chaser / feeders and people like Destiny and Jade and stuff like that. But unless you're that type of person, you're not going to find her attractive. And why does she feel the need to come on her videos in a bra? She's still on the hunt for a new wifey and she's having trouble finding one. It doesn't make you sexy, Amber. I'm not trying to be a dick, but it doesn't. And if you think she is, that's fine.
There's no rhyme or reason. I don't know what I filmed, what I haven't. Right now,
you should know, Amber, because that's all you do. You do nothing else in life but sit around and eat and sleep and watch TV and film your little clips.
I'm currently just trying to find something to wear. The weather has been like rainy in the 40s.
And it doesn't matter because you really don't go outside hardly ever. So what's the big deal? I'm skipping.
50s. I'm just found something to wear. Do you guys remember where I wore a dress that where it's going to be?
Oh my God. And okay, look, this is her from what, 2018, 2019 with this backward ass dress on. Oh my God. Look at those arms. She doesn't look much different. She's starting to carry her weight differently from a few years ago because of the hysterectomy and age, and just from gaining and losing the same like 20 to 40 pounds. Her skin is just like waving the white flag of surrender. It can't keep up with the stretching and the weight it has to support for all these years. But this clip she's in now, and then the one she shows, I guarantee there's really not much more than probably about 25 pounds difference. But her face does look a lot slimmer. One, she's using slimming filter, 100% using all the filters. But to her weight, she's just carrying it differently. A lot more of it in her legs. Her arms are sagging more. Her belly and everything is sagging and dragging and heading south. The only thing that's just defying defying the laws of physics and gravity and blows my mind as it gets bigger is that shelf. I mean, it needs to be studied. It is mind-boggling how that thing just keeps on keeping on.
This is actually the right way. This was like years ago, like 2019. This is my Dietary try-on haul. So I did a haul
20
about a
pounds
week
difference,
ago
Max,
or
I
so
guarantee it.
or more of some items that I'm also going to be trying on.
I'm not going to let you use your reuse content either.
I don't know. I feel like it looks better in person. But, you know,
She freaking feels herself, ma'am.
it's fine. So the only book I've read so far in 2024 is Nova.
I don't believe she's read a whole book already. I mean, I read a lot. I was halfway through a book and then I quit reading it because I've already read it. Because I am starting to read a bunch of books I've never read before because I have a bad habit of watching things over and over that I love and reading them over and over. But I'm starting to read the Stephen King Dark Tower series. If y'all want to read it with me and we can have discussions about it, let me know. I just started book 1, The Gunslinger, last night, so I'm not that far ahead of you. But I know Amber listens to books, which I don't mind. But it doesn't count quite the same as reading, especially if you're not busy. Like, it's good to listen to books if you are driving and you're working and you have a lot to do, taking care of kids or whatever. There's no reason Amber can't sit and actually read a book. I don't believe. She tries to say she reads a million books and stuff. She reads so fast because it makes, in her mind, it makes her seem intelligent and just very smart and a brainiac. We know she's not, okay? I'm sorry, but sometimes I really believe she's as dumb as a box of rocks. I just don't believe. And if she read as much as she did, she would know more words and know a little bit more about proper grammar. I mess up my grammar a lot too. I find myself making mistakes that I hear her make on the regular because I watch too much of this crap. Too far into the girl world orbit. But she would know a lot more about basic pronunciation and stuff of words if she actually read as much as she did.
November 9th by Colleen Hoover. I give this a 3 out of 5 stars. I do like Colleen Hoover.
Don't
My
care.
favorite, so I'm really obsessed with these slippers.
And again, look, if you're not looking at the screen, I know a lot of you listen. This is at the 4-minute and 25 mark of her video. She's showing her slippers on her feet. And I am telling you, guys, first of all, look how far out she has to hold the camera to get it past her belly and her thighs. But look at, like, I know they're covered, but look at how wide and big around her thighs and her ankles and calves are. I know she said she has lymphedema, and I'm sure she might have some degree of lipedema, but her biggest problem is the lymphedema, man. It is really getting to the max state. In fact, if she keeps going, they might have to make a new stage for her and name it like the Amber stage or something.
I think I'm going to get the black pair as well, and I'm going to surprise my mom and get her a pair, and we're going to be
because she has to shop, and buy. Amber is the living, I said it before. Amber, Foodie, a lot of these FAs, they're the living embodiments of the 7 deadly sins. And Amber is really a good example of that just for her greed, gluttony, laziness, pride, sloth, but her overconsumption of everything, of media, of food, of shopping, clothes, everything. She's just like the epitome of it.
Okay, I know I'm not the only one who orders something and forgets what it is. I've ordered a few things lately. So,
and again, that feels like a flex. I ordered something and I forgot what it is. That's basically her saying, I have so much money and I order so much stuff, you guys, that I can't even remember what I ordered because she knows all of us plebs are just sitting here. We order 1 or 2 things occasionally when we need it or want it, and we know what's coming because we don't have box upon box upon box coming. So I hate her flexing. I don't care what it is.
I just got done crying. I circle.
Again, more old content. Oh, when she stabbed herself trying to get the pit out of the avocado.
Mini. Some sheets, but I'm really confused. Sheets for the...
Oh yeah, I saw a clip of this where she's talking about she has luxury, that's how she says it, my luxury washcloths and stuff. She thinks because she buys stuff that says luxury, lives in luxury apartments, that makes her highfalutin, high class, better than the rest of us. And let me tell you, it doesn't. Because if you strip all that away, Amber, at the end of the day, what in fact are you? Yeah.
Couch. Because I do have two friends, very dear.
This has to be Eric and Ricky. If it's anybody at all. Because let me tell you, now, I know everyone's like, oh, we can't wait to see. Listen, she's not going to tell us the names. Here's what's going to happen. She's not going to tell us the names of who they are. She's not going to show them. She's not going to vlog at all while they're there. And I'm air quoting because it's either not real at all, or if they do show up, that's how it's going to go. And people are going to say, why didn't you film when your friends were over, blah, blah, blah. And she's going to say, oh, my friends, they didn't want to be on camera. They didn't want to be in my videos because they know my following and how mean and toxic all you haters are. So they just don't want to be in any videos. That's what it's going to do. That's how it's going to be. And it's either Eric and Ricky and they don't want to be associated with her, or it's totally made up because nobody believes she has friends because, spoiler alert, Amber don't have no friends.
Dear friends to me. They're actually coming to visit me. And I don't have an extra room. I don't have an extra bed.
Where were they when you were crying after Jay dumped you, though? When you were crying, I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody I can talk to. I need my mom. Where were these so-called best friends then?
So they're going to have to sleep on the couch. So I was going to put a sheet down when they're sleeping. Do people do that? I don't know. This actually isn't the sheets at all. I thought it was. I forgot that I also ordered gray washcloths. They're actually washcloths. And why it came like this, I'll never know, but...
And she does the neutral tone, the white, the gray, the beige, because all these big actual vloggers that she watches have this kind of aesthetic. It's like a modern type of aesthetic, and she thinks it puts her into the same category.
Wow, these are soft.
And I like it. I like a nice, clean aesthetic. But I also love me cluttercore. I really do. And I like having things that show our personality and what we like and interests and stuff like that. Amber thinks that this type of apartment and this type of living makes her seem high class. That's why she also name drops all the time. Look, if you have a special Coach purse or something and you like it and you want to tell us about it and you buy it, that's fine. Amber only name drops purely because she thinks it makes her better than us. It's flaunting her money and us. So, I just don't know what purse to use today. My Anne Klein or my Michael Kors or my Fenty or my what. And I know she doesn't have a Fenty purse, but I'm just saying. And I love this new Eilish perfume, and I have all 3 Eilishes, and it's like, of course, and she just completely idolizes and deifies celebrities, which we're like, I really love them all. Everybody's sleeping on the Kardashian perfumes, but my favorite perfume is, well, the Gucci. I just ran out of it. I got to get more of the Gucci, but my favorite is, of course, the Versace, because, of course, the Versace is probably the most expensive one, but it doesn't, to me, I used to be like that when I was young and stupid. Now, as I've grown up, I know I just value more things. And it's like, if you have, if I bought a Coach purse, I would show you guys. I'd be like, oh my God, look at this Coach purse. I've owned Coach purses before, and I valued them and had them many, many years. I didn't have a whole truckload of them. But now I value more, I would rather invest into good, art supplies, stuff for my kid. My kid gets all the good name brand clothes, so he can keep up with the Joneses in school. But I also teach him that, brands and stuff they're not everything. That's not the way to show you. That doesn't make you better than anybody else. I value, and I try to teach him valuing the people in your life, your family, your friends, and with what's going on with my aunt right now, especially that's apparent more than ever. And the things we can do and the places we go and the things we see together and do together and the laughs we have and the conversations, that to me is more valuable than any of these luxury things that Amber absolutely places above anybody and anything other than herself. Amber's a very surface level, shallow person. And I almost feel bad for her because I just personally find there's no real fulfillment and true joy in a life like Amber's. Like, those, strip away all those material things, what do you have? And it's nothing. At the end of the day, it's people and who we are and what we do that are the most valuable things at all, and you can't put labels on those.
Why did I think that this was the sheets? I did get the sheets in this same exact color, so I guess that's what I thought. Plus on here, it says the word luxury.
Of course it did, and she's like acting surprised, like look at that face, like, oh my god, they say the word luxury? Of course they do, Amber, because you wouldn't have bought them if they didn't actually say that effing word.
I literally thought they were luxury sheets, but I guess these are luxury washcloths. Okay, never mind
Ooh,
then.
those luxury sheets for Amber, because nobody else is getting in bed with her, so she might as well enjoy it.
So where are the sheets? Oh my god. We have all been...
She can't even hear. She's like acting like she's so, I'm sorry guys, I'm sniffling. I'm just, it's really hard to kind of fight back tears. I'm just having a really tough time right now, but I must carry on. But she acts like she's so touched and sentimental when she's talking about these friends. And I don't know, is it just me? Am I just a cold-blooded, cold-hearted bitch right now or something? It feels fake to me. It feels pantomime. It's acting. It's poorly done at that. I just feel like anything where she acts totally sentimental and stuff like this, talking about anybody other than herself, is totally non-valid. Let me know if she comes across as genuine to you. To me, she doesn't.
That's okay. I guess they're going to be here tomorrow or something. My friends aren't actually coming for like another week, but the fact that they're coming to visit me, oh my god.
Like right here, she has her hand over her heart, turns so the camera can pick it up, puts her hand over her heart. Keep that in mind, Amber, because you're going to need to do that when you indicate your heart attack to the paramedics or your mom. Closes her eyes, gets that smile on her face, and it's a horrible acting to me. It's not real. She don't give a shit about anybody.
God. We have all been through so much. They have literally...
It's like, oh my god. I mean, we've all just been through so much. What have you been through, Amber? Nothing. In the grand scheme of things, Amber, for years, has not been through shit. What, some breakups from some shallow-ass relationships that weren't even real? All you had to give away some of your stuff and belongings to move to be with your mommy because you can't take care of yourself? What? You don't have to get up and go to work or do anything to make more money than probably me and three of my viewers combined in a month. And you talk about how much you've gone through. Give me I'm over it.
You've seen me at my worst, there for me through so many situations.
Yeah, again, any situation you have yourself in, Amber, is either stupid and juvenile, or it's with your health or whatever, you overplay it, you hype it up, or it's just a position you put yourself in. You've gotten yourself in. The situation with Jade, you got yourself in. Or your girlfriend's leaving you, you got those in the situations. Having to move because you can't take care of yourself is, you put yourself in it. Your weight, your size, and the problems that are inevitably coming down the line with that. You've done it to yourself. Some of us, people go through things that they didn't bring on themselves, that they can't help. You have had full control of everything.
And I just never imagined.
So sorry, my sympathy bone is long gone right now for this individual.
Would like come visit me.
This high calorie individual.
Was so far away from them. Oh my god, it's just so sweet. Okay, let's go get.
And again, look at her walking. I'm gonna slow this down if you want to watch. It's at the 7:20 mark in her video. I'm gonna slow it down to 70.75 speed. Watch her walking. She says, "Oh, I can do all this stuff that other people do." Her gait is so hindered now that she does way worse. The wobble to the side. than even Foodie Beauty does. Amber's walking is truly, she would be classified almost at a medical level as probably to some degree partially immobile because of how hindered her actual mobility and ability to walk is. And girl ain't walking no mile and stuff like that. Don't let her fool you. That's just so much bullcrap. But I just don't know what we're gonna see whenever she gets to the point where she can't walk, and how is she going to spin it and hide it from us, and is she ever going to go out in public again, because now she knows people are around and are looking for her, and she's probably terrified to be actually caught in a scooter. So I wonder how that'll all go down. But here, let's look at this
so
game.
far away from them. Oh my god, it's just so sweet.
I mean, look,
Okay,
side to side, lumbering
let's
gait.
go get
I mean, she can hardly fit through that frickin' hallway.
bathroom mat out of the dryer.
Wow, that's really sad. Oh, a 33-year-old woman. Jesus. I'm not,
Okay,
I don't care about
so
this
this is the
bad
one I have now. That's the yes.
Oh, look, Amber's being she's a 14-year-old girl. Oh my God, my mat. It says naked, guys. It says get naked. That's gonna give people the idea that you're naked, and it's gonna make them think about like boobs and sex and stuff like that. She really is truly stunted at a 14-year-old level. And nobody wants to get naked with you, Amber, clearly, because you don't have another girlfriend. And oh God, I think it's like a funny mat. It doesn't match the rest of her aesthetic, but it's kind of, I don't know. I like tacky stuff. I really do. I personally.
All right, I'm gonna put this one down. Oh, you guys can literally see what it says. Okay, so naked. I think it's so freaking adorable.
It's so freaking adorable, but it is good that it's bigger, because she definitely needed one. You see that, like, that bare floor of her bathroom, that hardwood, or laminate, whatever it is, that makes me really scared, because if she falls, she is like a legit fall. She could be in a world of hurt if she gets an actual injury.
I love it. So I'm not gonna get rid of this one by no means, but it's definitely gonna be put away
By any means. Mensalin, that 140 IQ showing itself again.
for a bit because this one's gonna stay out.
Ooh, girl's getting her nails done again. Okay, let's see what she gets this time. Is it just me? It's like, I feel like the nails don't look good on her hands, because her hands are just like, they're just so big and puffy and fat. And then you have these little skinny pokey nails at the end. It almost accentuates how big her hands actually are.
Here is my after.
Yeah, I like that color. I mean, I used to wear a lot brighter stuff and everything like that, but I don't think her
Sure, look at
hands
that pretty pink.
her hands do not look good. Her hands, how is this possible? Her hands look like the hands of a 75-year-old coal mine worker. And they're filthy. They actually are. Her knuckle, I swear to God, that's not because she's Portuguese, guys. She's part Portuguese or whatever. It's because she's part diabetic to some degree. She will never admit that. I give Foodie credit for at least admitting that. I don't think Amber ever will. Because it's completely self-reflective. Yeah,
Hey
sure,
guys, so I got another package
Oh my God,
from
do we have
Amazon
more
today,
stuff?
so let's open it. Look at this cute little baby right here. And then over here are these slippers
Oh, look, more stuff Amber bought.
for me and my mom.
Because she has nothing else to fulfill her life or fill her time. Did she say
We have
anything
matching
else of
ones.
value in here?
So, thank you. That was funny. That was good stuff.
Oh, there she is with the nails. Oh, waving them around. Oh, I need to have my camera on so you can see me, emulating our girl here.
I just got done laughing for a good solid 10 minutes, so
Okay.
thank you. That was funny. That was good stuff.
Oh, yeah, this
Okay.
clip about... Now, let me tell you something. Is this French fry girl? This is a very odd fat distribution and body shape. Very similar to a condition called Cushing syndrome, but I don't think it actually is. She's just one of those, maybe, I don't know. She just carries all of her weight in her abdomen. She looks like she has these little skinny toothpick legs and arms, and then just a big abdomen. And that is dangerous. That is the worst place to have weight. So whoever this is, keep in mind, guys, I am fairly new to the foodie beauty reaction verse and stuff like that. But Shantopolis, ain't it called? But that person needs to lose some weight and get some of their weight off of that abdomen, because that is sarcopenically fat, and that's like the most dangerous type of weight you can carry on, be it a male or female. Amber, did you ask permission to show your mama's clip? And again, look at now. Oh my God. Okay, 9:58 of her video, guys. She's showing us the new slippers, which whatever, they're okay. I mean, they're just smiley face slippers. But look at how far out she is holding this camera to show us her feet, to get past her. Well, she's still, it's amazing all this weight she gains, and none of it goes to her boobs or her lips. Like, she's got skinny lips and no boobs. I mean, it blows my mind that even at 500 pounds, Amber is still an official card-carrying member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. It just blows my mind. None of it goes there. Because she pushes it up and stuff, that like chest fat, for her little thirst trap videos, but she really doesn't have them. But she's holding the camera up and out and then back down to get over her stomach and her legs. It's actually dizzying. It's like you're hanging over a cliff. That's crazy.
Love these. They're so cute and comfy. Y'all, it might be time that I clean my mirror. Just saying.
Yeah, that mirror is filthy. Oh my God, look at how cute the cat and Twinkie is. And if you look...
Hey, sweeties, you have to get off the bed.
She says she sleeps... Okay, she says she sleeps laying down. But if you look, there's... And I use a lot of pillows too, because I sleep on the couch, actually, most of the time, because I have to sleep sitting up quite a bit, because I do believe I have some degree of sleep apnea. Until I can get some of this weight off me, I need to lose between 40 and like 75 pounds, guys, maybe 80. But even when I was thinner, I'm very heavy chested. I got big old bitties, and they're very heavy on my chest. They hurt my back, they hurt my shoulders, and it makes it very hard to sleep. And I do believe I've developed some sleep apnea. And of course, as I gained weight, they've got even bigger, and it's been even worse. So I do have to sleep upright. But Amber's saying she lays down flat and she can sleep flat. That's a farce. She would DIE in her sleep. You can see there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's got to be about 8, 10 pillows there.
Mama's cleaning the bedding today.
Maybe more. Those are the ones we could see. What is this, Amber?
So I just tried this Starbucks Frappuccino, chilled coffee drink, and caramel. Normally I get the vanilla. This is not...
You normally get vanilla. Amber, you don't need this effing Starbucks Frappuccino chilled coffee drink. It says right there on the bottle, 300 calories. And they're roughly all between like 260 and 320 calories, more or less. That right there if you truly were being serious about your weight and about making changes, you wouldn't have picked it up to begin with. But maybe it was a skinny one, maybe it was a skinny latte or whatever. But the fact that it has that big 300 right there in big print right there on the front of the bottle, you shouldn't have picked it up if you were truly serious about your weight loss journey. And you get other ones. See, these are things that she doesn't show in her food haul. She just said, I tried the caramel, but I normally get the vanilla. All the food hauls she gets, all the what I eat in a day, she doesn't show these. But then she gets mad when we say, oh, you don't believe me. You say I'm lying. Like stuff like this is lying by omission. She's not truly honest. And again, right there, 300 calories. All her buzz balls between 250 and 320 calories. Drinking 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time. She's drinking hundreds to 1,000 calories a day in junk. This 300 calories, keep in mind, Amber could eat. Amber could eat a lot. She could eat 3,000 calories and lose weight. But She shouldn't be drinking her calories because this 300, because she's still snacking. Girl thinks she needs to snack. She's got her snacks strapped to her ass and her gut and her fupa and her whatever, her bat wings. She's got them all over her body. She doesn't need any more snacks. But this 300 calories, she could have had a nice meal, a bonus meal, or a really big snack that would fill her up and stuff. This is 300 calories that's going to do nothing for her, and she's going to drink it on top of whatever else she's going to eat or snack on. So stupid choices lead to stupid results, Amber.
300 calories, and this was almost $5. $5 for this guy.
Listen, the way you shop, the way you spend, I don't want to hear you bitch about $5.
Okay, guys, so I just got home, and
that's where that picture was taken at the laundromat, and they said Amber was just sitting there on her dead ass while her mom did her laundry. No surprise. Amber likes to act like she does everything for herself and she's independent, but she's really not. We know this, guys, right? We're not as dumb as she thinks we are.
Someone seeing me at the laundromat and taking a picture and posting it online. So I get recognized a lot in public. I do have a smaller channel, but I really think since so many other channels also talk about me, that I'm recognized from also other channels. So yeah, it's just something that happens.
Plus people, okay, here, just spitballing it here. People notice you, Amber, even if they don't know you, because you're the size of 3 normal women. When you're, and there's a lot of big fat people in the world, especially in America. But even then, amongst the fattest, you are still bigger than the majority of them, Amber. So seeing you, and a lot of people her size aren't out that much. So when she's out, she's going to get noticed. She's going to get stares. People are going to make comments. Some people are going to take pictures. No, it's not nice. They probably shouldn't do it. But it's going to happen because she's a spectacle. She's a sight. And if they notice she's Amber, they're definitely going to take pictures of her because she's made herself a public figure.
And something that also happens is people taking photos with me or of me without my knowledge.
I don't believe that either, because you mean to tell me she runs into all these people that take pictures with her, they're fans, they love her, and nobody has ever caved and posted these pictures online. Amber said, don't put these pictures online, and they say, no, I won't, or they just say, oh yeah, I met Amber, I love her so much, I'm such an Am baby, I'm so excited I met her. And they post them nowhere, even if it was just a very flattering picture where, it's maybe just their faces or an above the head selfie type thing. I don't believe it. If people were actually meeting her and taking pictures, somebody would post the pictures. I don't think she's meeting all these fans. Why suddenly all these fans are in Oklahoma, of all places? She's meeting all these people. Do you believe her? Let me know.
As long as it's not a stalker situation. If you see me in public and you're too shy to come up to me, but you want to take a photo of me, I really don't care.
She does. Listen, she does. She absolutely does. She's just trying to blow it off because everyone was like, oh, Amber's gonna flip. She does care because she can't control the narrative. She isn't controlling the angle. They're not filtering it. She can't control the lighting. She cares because she really tries to hide and does a good job of hiding her actual size, body shape, all the strange protrusions and lumps and bumps, the sagginess, how ill she looks. So she does care. She's just doing this so that we go, oh, Amber didn't really make a big deal of it because everybody was like, oh, she's going to freak. So I'm surprised that she is actually acknowledging it at all. She never acknowledged the pictures of Jade. She completely ignored them. She's only acknowledging this because she has nothing else to talk about.
I love when you guys come up to me and want to take a picture with me. You guys are always literally so amazing, but it's always the people who take a photo of me without coming up to me. Those are the ones that are always the haters, I think, because it's always something rude is said about the photo when it's posted or whatever. So like, I don't know who posted it. I don't care who posted it, but a lot of people are seeing it and people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize Amberlynn was this big. You guys, I've been telling you from the jump that I am over 500 pounds. I have shown my body multiple times on camera, hundreds of times on camera. I am big. Like,
yeah, but it's always usually with a filter, with an angle, with certain lighting.
it's something that I know. It's something that's obvious to me. But y'all, seeing that photo was also like, ugh, it was kind of hard for me to see because it's like, it's not an angle.
Because it's true, unedited, what you look like. And the worst part is that she was really hidden in that picture by a laundry bag, by her suitcase. So that picture was forgiving in a lot of ways because a lot of her worst parts were still somewhat hidden.
Goal that I see of myself, like if ever, you know.
Imagine if that person waited and took a video of her ambling around the laundromat or got behind her and got video of her walking from behind. You would really see just how bad it is and how mobily she is limited. They didn't do that, at least.
You know, like I'm sitting down in the laundromat and it's like while I'm sitting there, like I know that I'm bigger. Like that's obviously something that is in my head.
Amber, look at her. She's so delusional. I know that I'm bigger. No, Amber, you're not bigger, as in like a little bigger. You are dangerously, deformedly obese. And that's different than being a little bigger. The thing that bothers me the most is she just doesn't understand how dire her situation is. And it's like, what is it going to take? What is it going to take for her to like, wake the hell up? I don't know, guys, that Amber has a rock bottom. I don't think she does.
All the time, but I'm glad I saw this photo because it kind of lights a fire under me because it's like,
okay. Oh, she saw this photo, guys. This lit a fire under her. She was supposed to be ready to go from the first of the year. I'm back on track. I'm going to be under 500 pounds by February, and I'm going to lose 100 some pounds this year. Or 100 pounds, or at least whatever. And she's still around the same weight, still basically fluctuating. And she's saying that this picture is what lights a fire under her butt. No, girl, come on. Do you believe that? Do you guys really believe that? Because I don't believe this shit at all. Give me a break, Amber.
I don't want to like look like that anymore. And
she doesn't want to look like that anymore. I believe that, but Amber is very shallow and vain, and Amber does not want to. When she was 360 pounds, guys, she was afraid of loose skin. Again, this is just facts, what I'm stating here. If she lost 300 pounds, she lost the weight, of course, she could get her lymphedema masses removed with surgery. She could have lipedema liposuction. She could have skin removal. Chances are her legs, her body, her skeleton is permanently deformed, and she will never look 100% normal. But with a lot of time in surgery, she could get close, okay? Or she could look decent enough in clothes. But she doesn't want to spend the 2 or 3 years it would take for her to lose the weight and maintain the weight to qualify for the skin surgery. She doesn't want to look, she would look like a deflated balloon. She would look like she was melting. The skin would just deflate and sag and flop around. And she would look older. She would look older and saggy. And she doesn't want to look like that. She doesn't want to look like that. She can't suck up her pride enough for a couple years to look like that for 2 or 3 or maybe 4 years while she's losing weight. And while she was losing weight after, because I do believe she needs weight loss surgery. She could lose the weight with weight loss surgery. Do all that. Save in the meantime. Transfer her channel into a actual weight loss channel. And vlogging with like, okay, new me after losing all this weight. Look at my life now. She could save up for the skin removals and stuff. And that would be a lot of content she could vlog and she could post. But she just doesn't want to look like that. In the meantime, I'm sure she looks at Tammy Slayton and is horrified at how she looks. Because Tammy does look a lot older right now. But you know what? Tammy looks amazing, and she is healthier, and good for her for doing what she needed to do, for finally waking up. I wish her nothing but the best. If she wants the skin removal so that she can move around and be more mobile and be happier, good. If she doesn't, good too. The fact is, she has done her body a humongous favor, and she has done what she needed to do. And I am very, very proud of Tammy Slayton for that. Everybody's losing weight except Amber and Foodie.
That's okay for me to say about myself, but like just seeing here like all the fat shaming around that photo is
Amber saying, oh my God, Amber's huge. I didn't know she looked like that. I didn't know she was that size. That's not fat shaming. That's actual just observation. That is the truth. Somebody your size, it shocks people to see it, especially when you film from this angle, from the chest up most of the time. You use filters. You show maybe from your butt up. You hide all the bits you don't like. When people see you out in the wild, unfiltered, raw, and just real, it is shocking for people, because in many people's lives, they won't actually see somebody your size in real life. So it does take people aback. I'm sure it does. And that's not fat shaming. That's just reality. That's just human reaction. Now, they shouldn't be like throwing things at you and calling you a fat pig, and that's fat shaming, and they shouldn't do that. But just commenting on your actual size and the reality of it is not fat shaming. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with a little bit of shame. People get like this. Amber is the way she is because she has no shame, and society in America these days doesn't allow you to shame people. Some shame does people some good, but I'm one of the last of the Gen Xers, so I'm sure that a lot of younger people out there don't agree with me.
it's just like, I don't know, it hurts because it's just like being picked apart. Like,
Does it hurt as much as living in your body every single day, Amber? No, nothing should hurt that bad as your reality.
what you look like, it's just like, dang, really? Is that like society? Like, is that humanity?
Yes, because you're an anomaly.
Like, is that really how we're gonna be, like, as adults and stuff? I know there's a lot of probably teenagers doing it too.
Amber, you have no room to talk. You shame and judge a lot of people on a lot of the things. One of them being their weight, which I find absolutely unbelievable that she would mention about anybody's weight. So you have no room to talk, Amber. You were making fun of people when you were well into your mid to late 20s and now in your 30s.
Too, but like adult.
It's like rules for thee, but not for me. That's Amber's whole life.
Like, I just feel like we're better than that. Y'all, I'm actually getting ready to go take a shower and then get in bed, but I sent my mom that picture and she was like,
Of course. Oh, okay. I'm really done. I don't think she's going to say anything else. Go take a shower, Amber, because you take showers 50 million times a day. You're the cleanest girly on the planet. Yeah, right, whatever. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to try to record some more videos today. I will get this one out today. Try to get some more videos up this week. I want to get at least 3 to 4 videos out a week. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. My son told me I should be doing this, so if you manage to watch this far, which many of you do, leave a like a hand with some fingernails, like a fingernail emoji in the comments. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one.